Alright, hey guys. Oh, okay. I clearly haven't spoken too much today. I'm just going to start off by saying please excuse my appearance. I have broken out because it was my birthday last week and I ate a shit ton of sugar and now my face is kind of getting me back for it. But also my hair is a little bit of a mess because I braided it for Taekwondo, then I slept in it, and I know that if I take it out, I'm going to have like an afro and I'm not quite ready to handle that just yet. Anyway, I figured I'd better pick up the camera because I haven't actually like filmed anything in such a long time, and I apologize for not uploading for the past couple of weeks. I did actually film a book haul the other week. A book haul? No, I filmed a book unhaul. That's what all those bags down there are for. They are all going to a secondhand bookstore. I spent such a long time just watching some unhaul videos and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of a bunch because I had so many on my shelves that I just accumulated over the years. I had absolutely no interest in reading so many of those books, or I have read them and I wasn't a big fan, but I kept them out of like sentimental value or because they looked pretty, or I'm just like, I might have enjoyed them but don't see myself picking them up ever again. So I'm like, I'll just give them to someone else and they can enjoy them more than me. But yeah, I got kind of like to the editing stage and I just really wasn't happy with the way that I had filmed it, and I looked horrible. The audio, not the audio, like the video itself just wasn't really that great, and so I just ended up deleting all the footage. I'm like, you know what, no, I'll just film something else, and then I never got around to it. But yeah, so I figured I better pick up the camera and actually film something so that I can upload for you guys next week. So it's currently Friday. I really had to think about that for a second. I thought it was a Saturday. It's a Friday. I am still in bed, kind of. I'm on it at the moment, as you can see. What am I doing? I just finished reading Wild Love by Lucy Lennox. I'm currently binging her Forever Wild series and I'm honestly in love. Like, I've read a couple of her standalones and I did try getting into the Maid Marian series last year, but I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't a really big fan of her writing in the books that I've read. And then I picked up Facing West. That's the first one. I had to think about it. I picked up Facing West last week and I loved it. I could not put it down, and I've honestly just been binging all the other books since. So I'm currently up to, I think it might be book 7, which is King Me. I haven't started it just yet. I've only just downloaded it onto my Kindle, so I'm so pumped to pick this up. We have 2 books left, and I'm like, what am I gonna do after I finish reading these books? I don't know. Anyway, I've been rambling. I'm going to sit and read for a little bit longer before I make myself some lunch. I just finished reading King Me and oh my god, are my eyes exhausted. I have finished 2 of the Forever Wild books today. I don't think I started Wild Love this morning. Finished it whenever I started this vlog, and then started King Me, and have honestly just been reading non-stop. I haven't done anything else today except for read. But you can bet your ass I'm going to start the last book now. I think this one is called NautiCal. I am so excited. I don't really know anything about it just yet. I read the blurb a little while ago when I was just kind of going through and seeing, you know, who each of the books were based on, and pretty much just read that he's a castaway. Like, honestly, this series, I thought it was just going to be standard romance, but we had like royalty in there. You've got freaking like arsonist mysteries, robberies. We just read about a heist in Paris and like Hungary, and I'm like, what the heck? What's happening? This series started out just like any other romance novel, but I guess when you've got 8 books in a series, you kind of need to take it somewhere different, don't you? Anyway, I'm going to go wash my face. I have been really bad for the longest time about washing my face. I just don't do it as often as I should. And so I went out and bought some new skincare the other day. And so I'm trying to get into a proper routine of actually like washing my face. But I think I might actually make a moon milk after that. What if I make like an iced one? Oh, I've never tried that before. I've done it with like hot chocolate powder, making like an iced chocolate. I was gonna say iced hot chocolate, but it kind of cancels each other out, doesn't it? But if I make like an iced moon milk, oh, that sounds really good. Okay, we might attempt that. This is an absolutely horrible angle. Oh my goodness. But I just wanted to show you guys, I've got my iced, what is it? My iced moon milk, whoa, in my Foxhole Court mug. Don't know how it tastes, I haven't really tried it yet, but I've also got a Tim Tam, which I'm not supposed to be eating, but I want it, so yeah. I'm really hoping that this tastes alright. It's very strange. Like, it's good, but at the same time it just tastes like a hot chocolate that someone's kind of left there for a bit. I've made an error. I should have just had it warm. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read a little bit of book 8, and this is the final one in the Forever Wild series. So look, I'm a little bit sad about that because it means I'm gonna have to find something else to read afterwards. I've been set, you know, like sure there have been moments where I'm like, I could read something else. But now that we're coming to the end of the series, I don't want to read anything else. Me again. I've just read the blurb for NautiCal. I was going to just jump straight into it, but my Kindle has decided to have a bit of a hissy fit and it doesn't want to start up properly. I didn't realize that this book had a fake boyfriend trope in it. Are you serious? I'm so keen. It sounds like there might be a little bit of an age gap because Cal does mention the other protagonist being a bit of a silver fox. So I'm assuming there might be a few years difference between our two characters. But the fake relationship trope gets me every single time. And I'm so keen. Oh my gosh. My car's so dusty. Apologies for the change in quality. I'm filming on my phone right now because I didn't bring my camera because I was like, I'm not going to film anything, but here we are. So I'm about to go in and get my eyebrows done. You can't really, I don't think you can tell. You probably can. They have not been done in a very long time. I was plucking them for a little while, then realized I was no good at it and I kind of gave up. And I was like, you know, we're coming out of lockdown soon, so I'll just go and get them done. And we're going out to celebrate one of my good friend's 21st tonight. So I'm like, you know what? Now's as good a time as any. Did I park in the right spot? I don't think I parked in the right spot. I think I'm meant to be up there. Oh, bugger. Okay, I'm back. And I was parked in the right spot. Got my eyebrows done. I think you can kind of see that they're red. That stung a lot more than I remembered it, but I think it's just because I haven't had it done in so long, and also they were in desperate need of it. So the amount of hairs that she was plucking out, like, I may have shed a tear when she got to a particularly sensitive point because it did not feel very nice. But anyway, I also stopped by Target and just picked up some there's a guy in that car and I just realized he's been watching me talk to myself this whole time. Cool. Just picked up some makeup products for tonight because the ones that I had before we went into lockdown, and like they were old before we went into lockdown. So, oh, this person's gonna reverse right next to me. You're going to hit my car at the rate you're going, love. It is 20 to 2 and I just finished reading NautiCal, and oh my goodness, that was so flippin' sweet to read. I absolutely loved it. I feel like I haven't really spoken about the books that I've been reading in this reading vlog. I don't even remember if I've spoken about them. Wild Love, I absolutely enjoyed. I think that might have been my favorite in the whole series. I was a little bit iffy reading about like Doc and Grandpa since we have read about them in the previous books in their like 70s and 80s. So I was like, oh, do I want to do that? But then when I started reading it, it was so beautiful just to be able to see, you know, like where they came from, and despite what they're going through, knowing exactly what the future holds for them, like knowing that, you know, they're just surrounded by wilds in the future, and it just made my heart so full. And then King Me with the heists and everything, and I was like, what the flip? Like, that was just so unexpected and I kind of loved it. And then reading NautiCal, which is like a stowaway and the fake boyfriend trope, and I was like, what the flip? Like, this whole series has just been amazing. What I started vlogging to say is that because I was wondering what to read next, and I'm kind of torn. Like, I kind of want to reread either Without You by Marley Valentine or Him by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen, but like despite both of them being books that I haven't read in a long time, they're favorites of mine, so I kind of vividly remember what happens in them. I don't want anything to take away from like my first read if I don't like it as much the second time, so I'm a little bit worried. Of course, at the end of every book there's always a recommendation for like something by another author or the same author, and at the end of NautiCal there is a little bit of a snippet about Lucy's new book in the Aster Valley series called Ride as Raine. And I'm just going to read the little snippet here. So it says, Ride as Raine features a professional football player trying his very best to stay away from his adorable new personal chef, who just so happens to be Coach's baby boy. What? So not only do we have like the athlete trope going on, but we've also got like a kind of colleagues relationship happening, and also that he is the coach's son. Like, what the flip? So it's a little bit of a forbidden relationships as well, I'm guessing. I mean, I guess we know what I'm gonna go into now. But anyway, I have a couple of hours still until I have to get ready. I'm going to delve straight into this next book. Well, hello there. I just realized that I haven't filmed anything today, and I don't think I filmed really anything yesterday after I got my eyebrows done, so apologies for the lack in footage there. Last night was a lot of fun going out in the city, catching up with all my friends and celebrating their birthday. It was such a good night. I was so tired though, and I have no idea why. I felt bad. I could not stop yawning almost the entire time that I was out. But I finished reading Ride as Raine this morning. Definitely enjoyable, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to delve into book 2 as soon as it comes out. It comes out in April. I'm just not sure if I'm like 100% interested in, you know, the characters of this next book, but I guess I'll just wait and see how I feel about that a little bit closer to the date. But for the moment, I'm currently reading, what am I reading? I'm reading Down on One Knee. I forget who it's by, but it's another kind of like fake relationship style book. So this one we follow Sebastian and Rook, and in Sebastian's parents' will, they said that he couldn't actually, you know, gain his inheritance unless he was married before he was 30, and he wants to use that money to pay for his brother's cancer treatment, so he gets married to his best friend, who has secretly like had feelings for him for a couple of years, and so I'm very keen to see where this goes. This vlog really hasn't turned out to be all that great, I don't think. I really don't have a lot of footage, and my life really isn't that interesting. I work, I go to uni, I'm not even at uni at the moment, I don't know when I start, and I read. That's kind of it. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading and I'll keep you guys updated.